Wow, has this been a year or what? Every time we turn on the news, it's something new. Is this the beginning of the birth pangs? Let's talk about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. First it was COVID-19, and now it's making an even a bigger comeback. The global economy is imploding all over the world. Massive civil unrest from coast to coast here in the U.S., especially now happening overseas. Giant swarms of locusts that started in Africa and went all the way through to India. Now there's even a bigger swarm of these locusts that was in Argentina and is on its way over into Brazil. It just keeps getting worse and worse. There's this giant plume of dust that formed out of the Sahara Desert, bigger than any other one that's ever happened before. These happened occasionally, but this has been the biggest, and it's coming over here and hitting the southern part of the United States and going through the Midwest. That's another thing. It's not that it's just a plume of dust. One expert said it's the most significant event in 50 years. Can you believe that? And then there's more earthquakes, even out here in California, which we're used to having them. There's been 2,267 in the past 7 days. That is amazing to me. And even around the rim, the Pacific Rim, there was a 7.4. It's happening over and over and more and more. And it just reminds me over in Matthew 24, 6 through 8, when it says you're going to hear about wars, actual wars and rumored ones. Make sure you don't get alarmed. This has got to happen, but it doesn't mean the end is coming yet. Nations will rise against one another and kingdoms against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes here and there. All this is just the start of the birth pangs. And I say that, I read that, but even more than that, I'm reading this book called The Second Coming by John MacArthur. And he even says in Luke 21:25 through 27, he quotes, "There will be signs in the sun and the moon and in the stars and on earth, and the stress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them from fear and the expectation of those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then we will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory." See, the Lord is preparing us. He's going to be returning. He said he was going to come back, and he's going to. And these are the birth pangs. They're just starting. Birth pangs take time, and these are just starting, but we're seeing it firsthand. Every day it seems to be something new. But we don't have to be afraid about it. God has us where he wants us. He's going to take care of us. He's going to provide. He's going to protect us if we allow him and if we ask him to. So just remember that. These are the beginning of the birth pangs. Yes, I really believe that's what's happening right now. But I also know in John 14, 1 through 3, Jesus said, "Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and will take you to myself, that where I am, you may also be." He's preparing a place for us, and he's going to return and take us home there with him someday. And someday soon, I believe. I look forward to that. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again for another morning cup of inspiration. God bless everyone.